Previously on NewZeroland.
Sam is on his way to go pick up the drone because it's not returning to where we are located now. So hopefully he comes back soon. Any minute now.
Right now on NewZeroland.
Alright, or not, but there he is. There he is. Oh, it's alright. I got him on the intercom now. Ta-da! Okay, now we go. Bye.
So yeah, I got my drone back, but it was pretty scary for a minute. I guess this area had a lot of Wi-Fi signal interference or something, and it wasn't letting me fly forward, only up and down. So I had to ride back and get it, but it seemed like a good excuse for a cliffhanger. Anyway, in the last episode, we rode all the way up to Napier, about 400 kilometers on our first day. So we decided to make this one a chill day and take our time getting to Gisborne. Sorry if I talked too much about charging in the last video. New Zealand's a beautiful country, especially this part, so I'll try and focus more on the trip and less on charging. So here I am at a charging station. Beep. So got here with 34%, and it's charging fast. I'm glad we stopped here in Wairoa because the roads were just so much fun that we went a lot faster than we planned to. And like as soon as the weather improved, it was like, okay, yeah, let's throw it in sport mode and just have some fun. Look at that shirt. How cool is that?
Oh.
This Energica. Got an ego on it. Ah, so cool. R3 identifies as Energica.
Delicious.
Wairoa seemed like a good halfway point to top up the Energica, and everything was still wet from the rain earlier that day. I forgot to put saddlebag covers on, so everything inside the bags was also wet. Even the clean clothes now smelled like socks. It worked out that I would charge the Energica twice for every time Jen would get gas. Her R3 could do 300 kilometers on a tank, and I was pretty jealous. Not jealous of how much it cost though. Gas is not cheap in New Zealand. I'll add up how much money we both spent at the end of the trip, and more interestingly, how long each of us spent filling up our bikes. That one made me die a little inside. Gisborne was another surprise. And I don't mean surprising because we'd never been here before, because I guess this whole area is surprising in that respect. But man, what a cool city. The beach was massive and sandy instead of rocky like Napier was. And the weather was perfect. We've been here like half an hour and we already wanted to come back.
I'm sweating my balls off.
Jen's sweating her balls off.
Oh, sorry.
Now we're heading to our motel on Waikanae Beach. Welcome to our motel in Gisborne. So cool. So I can easily charge the bike out the window there. And we got our own like private little place. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, nice little kitchen. Yeah, awesome. So I'll just like probably plug in there. Plug in here, out the window, to the Energica. Easy. Just gotta unpack first. And then this guy. Which is just the Energica backpack strapped under the R3. Like that. And pulls right off. Amazing. I feel like we've mastered the packing so far. Trip packing.
And also packing light.
And packing light. Very important to pack light. The Energica bag that's on the R3 has my shoes in it. Chucks. Just because like I brought my boots, but you don't want to wear boots all the time, so there you go. And then the charging cable stuff. Oh, a banana. Okay, unexpected. Bruised. The charging cable stuff. So got a blue commando just in case we stay at like a place with a blue commando, and then the normal Tesla UMC, which is great. I'll run that out the window. And then in our saddlebags, there's just clothes, and so we could just leave these locked to the bike, because if people steal our clothes, then we don't really need clothes.
We don't need
right?
clothes.
Jen doesn't need clothes. So, and then I have my backpack, which is here, the OGO, which I'll just put like the drone, GoPros, whatever other cameras I have, charging stuff, in there and take it with me, so that nothing of value is left on the bikes. And then yeah, the R3 really just has the backpack on the back because there's no like, there aren't really any good like storage luggage options for an R3, but this one got the full rack. The rack is awesome. I love it. Yeah, the sunglasses and the beanie don't really work, but wow, Gisborne, so cool. It's like, so we just had pizza and beers and stuff at this cool brewery. Sunshine Brewery, oldest independent brewery in New Zealand, 1989. And it just felt like it was so cool because like everybody was locals and everybody knew everybody.
They walked in, they're like, "Hey, Sarah." I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, so cool. Such a cool place. Yeah, Gisborne. So surprising. We are here, Gisborne. That's where we charged earlier. Wairoa. Super fun, really fast road all the way up to here. And then tomorrow, where do you think we're going?
We're gonna go like.
Yep.
Yeah?
And more north than that. Yep, we're gonna go to Tiki Tiki. We're gonna go all the way to Lottin Point tomorrow. Ooh, a sacred mountain. Bet there's a dragon there. On road trips, fast charging stations are great, but charging for free out the window of our motel is still my favorite. No matter how fuel efficient your gas bike is, gas is never free.
Hello?
Hi. You excited? I'm excited. So what are your thoughts on Gisborne as we're leaving Gisborne?
It was cool. I like the beach.
Yeah,
It was busy.
I didn't expect to like it so much. I guess that's the trick about traveling to places you've never been before. Just go in with no expectations at all.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to be surprised and it's never going to be what you have in mind.
Go in with your cup empty
Yeah, well said.
and then fill it up. Fill it up with plans and ideas.
Fill that cup.
Mm.
Today was all about exploration. We were heading into a part of the country most people don't go or know anything about, so we wanted to find out what it was like for ourselves. Our first stop was up in Talaga Bay, home of New Zealand's longest wharf, or jetty, or we would just call it a pier. It's 660 meters long, or over 2,100 kittens. Just look at the color of this water, it's crazy. This is another place that we would have loved to spend hours at. Maybe go surfing, hiking around all these cool cliffs. It was such a cool place, but this is only our first touristy stop of the day and we had a whole lot more to see. The ride up the East Cape renewed my excitement for electric motorcycles. Way out in this mysterious part of the country where nobody's seen electric motorcycles before and the charging stations are always available, made me kind of nostalgic. This is how it felt like 5 years ago, when you could roll up and charge and people would walk up to you, bombarding you with questions. They're all excited to see you, and you're excited to be there. It made me realize how big of an impact the charging infrastructure makes on my happiness and the viability of EV traveling. North of Tokomaru Bay, things got interesting. Washout.
What is a washout? Like a gravelly area or?
Like that.
Oh.
Yep. Like part of the road is missing.
Wow. That's
Sweet. Man, these rocks are huge. Whoa, yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Woohoo! Yeah.
scary.
Exciting.
These roads are so good.
Yeah, they are.
So good.
It's paradise up here. The next big landmark on our tour map was Wairoa. Yeah, I still can't pronounce anything. But this is where we found the easternmost charging station in the country, and more importantly, the oldest Puhutakawa tree in New Zealand. It's over 2,000 years old, and it's gigantic. This tree is so big I can't fit it in the whole frame. Wow. So massive.
At its widest point. It is also reputed to be the largest of its species.
That tree was a lot cooler than I expected.
It's massive.
I don't know, like, yeah. We just had a conversation about not having expectations, but yeah, it was just so cool, so special. We stopped for lunch at what seemed to be the only cafe in the whole area. and it turned out to be awesome. Yum. Hello, friend.
We have just been adopted by a dog.
I'm gonna name you Jeffrey.
Say hello, Jeffrey.
Definitely worth a stop if you're in this area. I booked our next motel all the way up in Lottin Point. It's always hard to plan where to stay because you just have to guess how long you want to ride that day and how much time you want to spend exploring. And you never really know until you're actually there, so I'm really glad we stopped here. Lottin Point is like this hidden gem on the East Cape.
Oh wow, this place is so cool.
So that was awesome. I look weird with glasses still. So those roads, some of the best roads. Today was one of the best days. Just such nice weather, fun roads, great places to stop. We saw some cool historic landmarks and just awesome. Super cool. And now we're in Lottin Point, which I know nothing about Lottin Point, but it's such a cool place. Friendly people. This trip is amazing. Unfortunately, we were told there was a rahui, which is the Maori word for restricted access to an area. Apparently 2 people had drowned in the waters nearby, so no one was allowed to swim or even take boats out. But that meant there were whales, probably 4 or 5 of them. Yep, we spent a good hour whale watching that night. Seriously, Lottin Point is such a special place, and the scenery was just mind-blowing. I really hope everybody gets a chance to come up here someday. The East Cape is not to be missed. If you made it this far into the video and you're watching this real time, you're probably wondering why it took me a whole month to finish this episode. Well, you know, life and stuff. Jen's family came to visit and we went on even more trips, and my normal day job is taking up most of my time because YouTube is not my normal day job, despite what everybody thinks. So yeah, editing these videos is taking a lot longer than I expected. And also I decided to make these animated CG maps from scratch for some silly reason. So yeah, video uploads might be slow. Some people asked about the Honda Beat conversion project, and don't worry, I'm still working on it. It's just kind of a lower priority right now. I want to finish this road trip series first, but then I'll get back to ripping the car apart. I know I was joking that it was going to take like 5 years to convert the car, but that may end up being true. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we continue our ride to Coromandel. That's the next episode. So, see you guys there.